It's been 10 years since an important restoration project began in Chautauqua County. The project deals with an important piece of transportation history in that area.
Our John Last tells us all about it in this edition of The Last Word.
On past editions of The Last Word, we've told you about the renovation of an historic locomotive in Erie, PA. But today we're in Falconer, New York, and we're going to find out about another renovation project, the renovation of an historic trolley. And here it is. It's old number 93 that used to run along Willard Street in Jamestown, also known as Swede Hill. It was one of 8 new trolleys purchased by the Jamestown Street Railway almost 100 years ago in 1926. Trolley service ended just 12 years later after buses and cars took over the streets. The trolleys were stripped down, and most of them were turned into cottages along Chautauqua Lake. Decades later, local history buff Bob Johnston learned the location of Trolley 93.
This one ended up as a hunting camp out in the woods of DeWittville off of Thumb Road. And I found out about it and I said, well, we got to see if we can save one.
Bob started the Jamestown Trolley Restoration Project in 2014, and he soon was amazed to learn how much people in the area wanted to help. With the assistance of local contractor Jim Mitchener, the trolley was cleaned up and the woodwork was either repaired or replaced. People paid $600 to sponsor seats. A local bronze company donated the shiny seat handles. The original dome lights were donated, as was an original Willard Street destination sign. The headlight was donated, the windows, the driver controls, the wheel truck, and the trolley pole on top, all donated. Quentin Johnson volunteered to paint the outside of the trolley.
I had done a lot of painting because I have painted a few cars as a hobby, and I got into restoring antique outboard motors, and I did about 200 of those. So I shot a lot of paint, much smaller projects though, much smaller.
After 10 years, restoration of the trolley is pretty much finished, but a problem remains: where to display it so the public can admire it. The trolley needs a showroom.
The Fenton History Center in Jamestown is the local history group, and they would be able to keep an eye on it, and there's room on their properties there for us to build something.
The restoration of the trolley did not take much money, but the building of a showroom will. So the project to display a magnificent part of Chautauqua County history continues. With the last word in Falconer, John Last. Erie News Now.
It looks great.
It certainly does, yes.
And if you want to find out more about how maybe you can donate to the building fund, you can head to our website, click on the story at erienewsnow.com.
And even though the trolley does not have a permanent name yet, it is now stored at the Ideal Coating Plant on Delaware Street in Falconer. People are invited to come and certainly take a look.